Rise of the Resistance. We are going to tell you about this ride. We are going to show you how to get boarding pass, and we're going to tell you other things that you need to know about it.
So here's how this ride goes. You're on a mission with the Resistance, but the transporter you're riding is captured by a First Order Star Destroyer that's filled with stormtroopers and even Kylo Ren himself, and you're gonna need some serious help to escape. Luckily for you, Rey, BB-8, and a team of Resistance fighters is there to help you along the way.
Now, Rise of the Resistance is in Hollywood Studios, and it is back in Galaxy's Edge. There are thousands of special effects on this ride. And actually, it's not even a ride. It's a 360 degrees, action-packed, immersive experience. Now, the actual experience takes 18 minutes to go through, but if you include the queue beforehand, I would give yourself about 40 to 60 minutes to get through the whole thing. So you walk through different sections. There's cast members and they are role-playing. Some are good guys, some are bad guys. There's a motion simulator. At one point you ride in a cart on a trackless floor. Parts of it is dark and it could maybe be scary for some younger kids.
Rise of the Resistance is a super cool ride, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not. The one big caveat is you have to have a boarding pass to get on the ride. No other ride in any of the Disney parks require this except Rise of the Resistance. Currently, as of the making of this video, passes are handed out at 7 a.m. and again at 1 p.m. Interestingly, a recent poll of about 2,000 people who tried to get a boarding pass, only about 36% of them got the 7 a.m. boarding pass. Literally, the 7 a.m. boarding passes are gone in a matter of seconds. Here's a video of us trying to get a boarding pass.
Okay, so at 7 a.m. you have to be ready. I would go to time.gov to get a world clock. You can either do this on a computer or on an extra cell phone. So the morning of, you are on the app, you look for the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance request access with virtual queue, and then in blue, a blue oval there, it says join. Like at 1 second before 7, I always click join. And then once you click join, you wait for the next screen. Now there's a blue join, there it is. And now down at the bottom, it says join. So 3 times in blue, you have to hit join, 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 and then it's done. Go back up to the top and hopefully you'll see your group. This day we had group 39. And then I always take a screenshot of it.
Now, before you do all that, you want to make sure that your phone and your My Disney Experience app are updated and using the most current version. Then you want to cancel out everything you have open, apps, programs, whatever you're using at that time. Some even say it's better to turn off your Bluetooth. Then, once you restart your phone, you want to make sure that you have the best speed with Wi-Fi and without. Now, you may have to move around your room you're in, walk down the hallway, leave the building altogether where you're staying to get the best speed that you're going to need to get those 7 a.m. boarding passes.
Everybody in your party should try to get a boarding pass. If you're all logged in under the same account on MDE, that's perfectly fine. Now, you want to check your family and friends list before you start this. If you have a bunch of people in there, you might want to clear out everybody who's not with you that day. And now the people who are with you and the people who have a park reservation, those are the ones that will be included. So on that video that you watched, you can see that there are people checked and people not checked. When you are trying to get the boarding pass, don't stop here. Don't check to see if the right people are on there or not, because you won't get a boarding pass. It'll take too long. So just make sure you go through it as quickly as you can, and then when you get the boarding pass, if the right people are not on there, you can go get it fixed with guest experience.
Don't beat yourself up too bad if you don't get that 7 a.m. boarding pass, because you can try again at 1 o'clock. You just want to make sure that you're already entered into the park, and then once again, move away from big groups of people. Try to find the best Wi-Fi or cellular speed that you can, so you have the best chance to get that 1 p.m. boarding pass.
And actually, a lot of people say it's easier to get the 1 p.m. boarding pass than it is the 7 a.m.
Good
boarding
point.
pass. So as the day goes on, make sure you check your app for information. If you have enabled push notifications, you'll get one of those when it's time for you to board. But whenever you open up your app, you'll see your boarding group number. You will see which groups are currently boarding, and they will give you an estimate on the time that it will take until your group is called.
Now, when your boarding group is called, you have 1 hour to get to the ride and get checked in. Maybe you had a dining reservation at that same time and there's a conflict there, or maybe something looks weird on the app. Anything that looks funky, you want to seek out a guest experience team member. They're the ones in the blue shirts standing underneath the blue umbrellas. They're situated at various points throughout the park. Get to them as quick as you can, tell them your problem, and hopefully they can help you out.
They also have backup boarding groups. These are for the higher numbers. If it says backup boarding group, you may or may not get on that day. On average, about 154 groups go through, so just know if yours says backup, there's a chance you won't get on. Currently, to ride Rides of the Resistance, you need a linked park ticket, a park reservation, and a boarding group. You need to be 40 inches tall or taller, and children under 7 need to be with somebody at least 14 years old. If you have a young one and they don't want to ride it, you can use Rider Switch for this ride. And a lot of people like to practice getting boarding groups at home right before 7 a.m. Even if they don't have a park reservation, they get on and try and they hit join. And if they made it through in time, it will say you don't have a park reservation for this day. Or if you didn't make it through in time, they will say the queue is full. So that's your hint on if you were quick enough or not. So a lot of people like to practice. All right, I have a Star Wars joke for you.
Lay it on me.
Why did episode 4, 5, and 6 come out before 1, 2, and 3?
What? Whew, that's a tough one. I don't know, tell me.
Because in charge of directing, Yoda was. Right,
Very good.
So if anything in this video helped you get a boarding pass, please comment below and let us know if you were able to get one. And give us some pixie dust and like this video.
And as always, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out. We really appreciate it, and you won't miss any of our videos.